Hello everyone, welcome back to the Violet Hour. I'm Bilicium, and the long-anticipated Death Mark 2 is finally here. I am so excited. I have been wanting to see this game, which feels like for 2 years now, because it seems like it was gonna be out, like, I think 2 years ago, I think it was announced that they were making Death Mark 2. And yeah, I have been watching, patiently waiting for this game to come, and it is finally here, and I have my own copy of it, and I am so excited to play it for the very first time and to share it with all of you guys. I actually wasn't sure when I would be receiving said game, so I am still in the process of recording and posting NG. However, I think I will post Death Mark before I finish NG, just because I have it, and I didn't think I was gonna have it so soon. Before we get started, I will just check the configurations real quick and see how everything's going. Brightness is at 0. So we can have normal or less. Let's keep it at normal for now. Jump scares present, none. Ah, we gotta have jump scares, right? Decrease the amount of jump scares for those with weak hearts. No. And I'm going to actually go here. No. Save and quit. Yes. Ah, the music was for the configurations. Do we have anything in the gallery? I feel like we'll ruin it. I don't want to ruin it. So let's just get started, shall we? Oh, I'm excited. The story names characters and incidents portrayed are fiction. No identification with actual persons, living or deceased. Places something. What a starting point.
東京都 H 市にある名門、この江原学園。そこで奇妙な噂が流れていた。死人が死を宣告する。発端は数週間前に起こった生徒の失踪だった。失踪の前日、学園の掲示板に奇妙な手紙が貼られていたという。そこにはこうあった。リボンへ、今夜花子がお前を殺す。私は見ている。学園に紛れ、親愛なる死人。しかしそんな手紙は警察の調べでは見つからず、生徒の行方も未だに分かっていない。以来、不穏な噂が広がり始める。花子は学校のトイレに出る幽霊に違いない。失踪した生徒はきっと花子に殺されている。
Oh, so creepy.
死人は学校にいる誰かかもしれない。そんな折、またも死の宣告が学園に届く。死を告げる死人の影。それは学園をさらなる不安に覆っていった。そうして夏も過ぎ去った頃、ある男が学園へとやってきた。果たして死人とは怪異なのか、それとも。
Ah, that was such a lovely prologue into the game. I love that. Such a good voice actor too. Very pleasant voice. Student on the left. Hey, tell me the rest of the story. We got cut off in the middle, remember? I've been thinking about it during class ever since. The story? You mean about the departed thing? Yeah, that one. Is it really here at school? Obviously, duh. The departed turns itself into a human to kill us. Damn, doesn't that mean we're like in danger? You know Taki and B2? They're supposedly missing, but everyone's been saying they got killed by the departed. Just like the notice on the bulletin board said. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me. Remember the second year who committed suicide? You think the departed killed him too? Could be. That means the departed's the cause of all the strange things happening at school lately. That's really crazy. You know, maybe you're their next target. Hey, knock it off. You're creeping me out. If anything, it's probably gonna be you first. 'Cause my grades are better than yours. The heck? That's not how it works, right? So they're basically scaring each other. I like it. After that, the students' conversation detours into the topics of some popular TV show. They're chatting merrily, the unpleasant subject they broached earlier cast aside. For them, a spooky story about someone's death is probably just another form of mindless entertainment. They're just rumors, after all. Ooh. The sound of a bell rings loudly in my ears. It must be coming from the school's clock tower. The students are apparently desensitized to it, as hardly any of them react to the sound. It's almost time for my appointment. Man in a coat. I wonder if we've met this man before.
一生死人紛れ
Chapter 1, The Departed. I enter Konohara Academy through the main gate. Then I head to the approaching building on the outskirts of the school grounds. Once inside, I quickly consult the guide map at the entrance. The faculty room seems to be this way. There are some teachers left in the office. I ask one of them to call the headmaster, Kono.
やれやれ。
My. So you really came. Welcome to Konohara Academy. Shizo Kono. I'm Shizo Kono, headmaster of this school. Mr. Kono smiles, decked out in a flashy suit designed to call attention to the implied amount of money it costs its owner. We spoke on the phone once before I came here, but this is our first in-person interaction. Sorry for calling you here on such short notice. What's your name again? Age has really done a number on my memory. Let me introduce myself again then. My name is... Choose the protagonist's surname. All right. Use Bilicium as your surname? Yes. Choose the protagonist's name. Kazu. All right. And we're going to be like Death Note 1. We'll be Violet-Bilicium. Violet. Accept. Okay. Use Violet as your name? Yes. Is your name Violet-Bilicium? Yes.
よし
Yes. Yes. I like it. My name is Violet-Bilicium. Yes, that's right. Terribly sorry. I heard about you from one of our teachers, Damien. He mentioned your name when I discussed The Departed with him. You are apparently quite versed in matters of the occult. Are you an exorcist, perchance? No, not at all. I've just happened to stumble into strange happenings a lot more than the average person. That's it. I'm nothing compared to a professional. Oh, really? But you've solved supernatural cases before, have you not? Well, yes, I have. I just got lucky. I'm telling you, I really don't have any special technique or anything like that. I don't know what to make of you. The headmaster pointedly raises his eyebrows. I don't blame him for feeling doubtful or suspicious. I got tangled up in some bizarre incidents and have found myself in life or death situations several times. Fortunately, I've managed to survive with some resourcefulness. That's really all there is to it. I'm not some kind of subject matter expert like the headmaster wants. But Damien is a trustworthy man whose opinion I respect. If he vouches for you, then I shall do my best to trust you. Besides, I've no time to find an alternative, especially considering that we found a new notice this afternoon. He pulls out a piece of paper. I take it from him. Oh no. This is the Departed's notice. There are red fingerprints on it. Could it be blood? Oh, that. I've heard that's mold, not a bloodstain. I'm not familiar with mold of that hue, however. I open the letter and skim through it. Dear pianist, Hanako will kill you tonight. I'm watching, hiding in the school. Your beloved, the Departed. Obtain notice for pianist. That's the second notice we've gotten. I told you about the first one during our call. It was addressed to Ribbon, right? I believe so. Something seems to have happened to it. It's nowhere to be found now. The previous headmaster got scolded by the cops because it's gone missing. Just as the notice predicted, the student's name in it vanished. And you think it was the Departed's doing? No, I don't believe in ghosts and the like. I assume these kids have simply gone missing, but quite a lot of people believe it was the Departed's doing. I'm reminded of the conversation I overheard at the front gate. Rumors about the Departed seem to be spreading among the students. And that's why I called you. Even our most anxious pupils should be relieved when they see that we have an expert looking into the situation. Once again, I must remind you that I am not an expert. Well, play the part then. Investigate the school tonight and inform the students that there's no such thing as the Departed. That should be enough to assuage the fears of the superstitious folks. He may claim the Departed doesn't exist, but we won't know the truth of the matter until we investigate. I'll go along with him for tonight and see what I can find. The headmaster and I wait until night. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Some time has passed since the sun set. The headmaster and I are the only ones left, not a student or teacher in sight. We've waited long enough. Let's look around. School at night's a rare privilege, eh? Enjoy it while you can, Bilicium. We leave the faculty room and begin searching the special building. We visit the infirmary, library, and student council room, but we don't find anything unusual. It's unseasonably cold, no? Autumn is barely upon us. If I'd have known it'd be like this, I would have dressed more warmly. So why is the headmaster patrolling the school anyway? You could have had one of the younger teachers handle it. Really now, think about it. Do you think I could request that a teacher work overtime to search for ghosts? Nonsense. And since I've only recently been installed as headmaster, I can't exactly cajole anyone into doing the job. I've never seen that word before. Cajole? I'm assuming it's like to corral or like wrangle in. I don't know. I'm left with no choice but to push my old bones into it myself. He heaves a big sigh. I guess being the newcomer at school always has drawbacks, even for a headmaster. Anyway, let's go to the new building next. Follow me, Bilicium. Okay, I'm following. Let's go. Leaving the special building, we walk through the corridor and head to the new building. Oh, this is different. Let's investigate the first floor of the new building. We usually lock the classrooms, but I've requested they remain unlocked just for tonight. Inspect the rooms as you need. I'll leave the expert to do its work. He's really pushing this expert thing. Denying it is getting annoying, and seeing that it's not having any effect, I decide to simply ignore it now. Shall we begin the investigation? Let's start with the first year classrooms. Movement. Use the directional button to move around. Press B to run. Oh! Interacting with doors and objects. When you approach doors, stairs, the end of the pathway, arrow symbols will appear. Use the directional. Oh my goodness. Operation assistance. The event log can also be accessed by pressing the plus button. Use plus when you can't press ZR. Okay. Oh, we have like health bars. It says 30, 28. I'm assuming I have a little bit more health than him. Oh, guys. It's a completely different game. This is awesome. Oh my gosh. Wait, running. Oh, this is so cool, guys. Oh, I'm so excited. You have no idea. This is such a cool thing. It reminds me of Coma. What is that? Mm-hmm. Darkness has spread outside the window. My eyes are slowly acclimating to the darkness, and I start to vaguely distinguish trees standing nearby. Okay. So there is just the window. Oh, this is so, so cool. I love this. And the animations are beautiful. I see a girl dressed in a school uniform. What's the student still doing here? Strange. Investigation points, press A. You'll encounter glimmering spots when moving. These are investigation points. Press A to inspect. If the investigation point is a person, a conversation will start. Cool. Are you like a real person?
誰ですか?
Daragiska. Black-haired girl. Oh, she has like a tattoo on her face. Who are you? Hello, don't worry. I'm not breaking in. Your headmaster's right here behind me. Ah. It looks like she's less tense now. Guess that managed to reassure her. She has a mark on her left cheek. A mysterious mark that looks like a pattern. Is it natural? Can you stop staring at me like that? Oh, sorry about that. Aren't you from the student council? Yes, my name is Himiko Dorio. School grounds are closed. What are you doing here? Doryu falls silent after the headmaster confronts her. It seems like she's got a reason, but she's hesitant to talk. Let's see what information I can learn from Himiko Doryu. Chat. Actually, I'm looking for Izumi. I can't find him anywhere. Who is Izumi? Toshihiko Izumi from the student council. Notes made on the subject. Alright. Acquiring topics. You will discover topics of conversation during the courses of the investigation. That way you will have more things to ask when conversing with people. Let's discuss this topic. Discuss topic. Choosing the option will allow you to ask about the topic you have obtained. The departed Haniko Izumi. Let's start with Izumi. Izumi left the student council room and didn't return even after school closed. So the vice president is searching for him now. We looked around the new building and the special building, but can't find him anywhere. Did you mention this to the teacher? No, I thought we'd find him quickly. And now that school's closed, it'd be even harder to tell them. Do you have any clues, like the last thing he said to you or anything like that? Doryu steals a glance at me, seemingly hesitant to answer the question. You may not believe it. He looked pale before he left, and then he said, "The departed is calling me." Come again? The departed. Everyone's talking about it. The departed's roaming around the school. They're issuing death notices. Or the person named in the notice is killed by Haniko. Do you believe those rumors? Yes, because someone was actually killed. Ahem. Would you mind correcting what you said, Doryu? No one is dead. They simply ran away from home. Haniko. That's the name of the notice, isn't it? They're all say Haniko's true identity is Haniko of the toilet. That name sounds familiar. Is that the name of a female spirit? Haniko of the toilet is the spirit of a girl with bobbed hair and a red skirt. She usually appears in the school restrooms. Well, she is Haniko of the toilet for a reason. Do you know anything else? I don't know much more than that. I try not to pay too much attention to it since this kind of stuff really freaks me out. Her body's shaking. She must be terrified. Can't say that comes as a surprise. Let's just casually chat one more time, see if she gives us any more information. Actually... Okay, so we can stop talking then. Doryu has given up trying to mask her emotions, and she looks straight at us. I don't know who you are, but you better give up. Give up on what? The departed. If you get curious about the departed's true identity, you'll become their target. That's what they say. She seems to admittedly believe that the departed exists. Now I see why the headmaster was worried about trying to calm the students down. He didn't want more of them ending up like this. You should just go home, Doryu. We'll look for Izumi. Understood. I'll get going then. Things are getting more complicated, Let's search for Izumi first and save the matter of the departed for later. Which reminds me, you're not familiar with this school yet. Just ask me if you're unsure where to go. Awesome, you're like my little Navi. Party chat. You can speak with your party members by pressing Y. Talking with members of your party may yield new clues. Why? Why, you say? Because I have questions, that's why. The character Hamiko Doryu has been added to the character file. Character file. The character file will be updated as you proceed with the investigation. You can check the notes in the character file from the menu screen. Consulting this information will help you out during the course of the investigation. The character file is also accessible in the gallery on the title screen. Ha 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 ha. Wonderful. ZR? Oh, this is in case I missed something. Nice. X. Oh, look at that. I'm a level 1. Oh, 30 HP. Yep. Items. I have the notice. A notice from the departed that arrived at school. There's a red spot resembling handprints on it that are apparently mold. Interesting. Favorite bag. Bilicium's favorite item. A large branded leather shoulder bag made in Europe can hold a plethora of items. Effect. 1% to execution rate in suspensive acts. Gift from sister. Quartz tie pin. Kono's favorite item. A tie pin made of pure silver with a clear crystal attached to the base. The quartz is rumored to have protective powers. +2 spiritual powers purchased from secondhand dealer. Interesting. Character file. So let's see. I like it. Protagonist, a man who came to Konohara Academy after receiving a request to investigate the departed. He is actually Matsumu Koju, head of the family Koju, but now goes by an alias. Ah, Matsumu Koju. Nice. After a bizarre case a few months ago, he was dubbed by the occult magazine The Spirit Doctor. We're the Spirit Doctor. This entry is incomplete. Alright, fair enough. Oh, such a good voice. the aged headmaster of Konohara Academy, soon after his appointment, rumors about the departed ran wild, forcing him to take action. He asked the protagonist to investigate. He's witty, well-educated, well-connected, and well-off. Ah.
生徒会長をしている同僚姫子と言います。
Ooh. A quiet girl with a large mark on her face. A second year at Konohara and the student council president. She has a quiet demeanor and isn't much for talking. She's also terrified of ghost stories. She balances her studies, work, and exercise well. She's just all around a good girl. Hey, look, there's the death mark spirit file. Okay. Systems. So, strength is 11, intelligence is 13, dexterity is 13, and spiritual power is 12. I like it. Right. Oh, and then we can see his... And apparently we're gonna have more. Look at that. Alright, well, we're getting out of there. That was interesting. I liked it. Oh, wait. What's that? There's a sturdy, well-made lectern and podium for teachers here. I can imagine a teacher standing here and lecturing their students. Really? Okay. It was kind of a weird thing to make a statement about, but alright. Wait, can I? No. The desks are lined up perfectly. Just that side alone is all you need to get a feel for the school's prestige. Okay. Let's just do a little backtracking. I know I kind of ran ahead, but I want to make sure I don't miss anything in between. So that was 1A.
これは
Korewa. There's a large bulletin board here. This is where the first notice was posted. When I move the papers around, I find a stab wound on the board that looks like it was made with a knife. Looking close at it, I can see some faint red marks. I wouldn't have called you if there wasn't a notice here. Yeah, that makes sense. This is the main entrance of the new building. The school gate is right ahead. Shoe lockers for the students are placed near the entrance. There's another notice board.
ここ
Notices for students are posted on the bulletin board. Students, please avoid loitering at the school. Head home as soon as the classes are over. It's an inevitable measure considering all the strange incidents that have occurred. As nerve-wracking as it is, this is a necessary precautionary measure. I imagine. Female restrooms. Well, this is the female restroom, a place forbidden to men and boys. I mean, we need to see if Haniko is there, though. Considering Doryu's personality, I doubt she'd ever consider looking for a boy in here. She may not have searched here, but would it not be inappropriate for us to enter this place? It's for the investigation. You have a point. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's for the investigation, bro. Well, you're not wrong. But this is an emergency. We'll need to investigate here as well. No one will find out if we keep it between us. Yeah, honestly, you've got somebody missing or possibly dying. Those sorts of things go out the window. All of a sudden, the lights go out, as if somebody's trying to prevent us from entering this place. No way. Is there something lurking here? Oh, goodness. Did it go out again? The headmaster responds nonchalantly. The electricity has been acting up lately. It's not the first time this has happened. I've tried to get it fixed, but it's not easy to book an appointment with a repairman these days. Anyway, you needn't trouble yourself. There's nothing mystical about it. We're not being haunted or whatever you call it in your line of work. Still, though, it's hard to see in the dark. Hold on a sec. I open my bag and take out my flashlight. So I do have a flashlight. Someone's well prepared, eh? Investigating in the dark is something a spirit hunter like you must be skilled at. Investigating in the dark. Use your trusty flashlight when investigating in the dark. If you discover an investigation point in an area illuminated by the flashlight, you can inspect it with A. Ha ha ha! Yeah!
Yosh.
Yush! I can faintly see a pale reflection of my face in the mirror. Are you tired? You look dead inside. Thanks. Thanks, bro. Stall. First-person investigation. Some investigations are conducted in first-person perspective. Move the cursor around using directional buttons or L stick and press A to inspect the investigation point. To exit first person, press B. Alright. Well, immediately. The toilet bowl is spotless. No dirt at all. I feel uneasy about peering inside toilet bowls, even though I have to. Yeah, I can imagine. That shadow's kind of weird. Okay, there's nothing. Got it.
Yosh.
Yush. Yush. As you zoom into the toilet bowl. Spotless. Alright. Once again. Nothing about this looks off or weird. Interesting. Oh ho! Well. Okay. I see it. I see it. I'm just looking to make sure I'm not missing anything else.
Yosh.
Yush! A red marker is lying on the floor. Have you noticed the writing on the wall? Bet this is what they used to write with. Can't believe they left the evidence after scribbling on the wall. They're going to damage the school's reputation. Mr. Kono, mind if I keep this marker? You want to keep it? Yeah, it may be related to our investigation. This is nothing but a rule of thumb, but usually when items are found at a spirit's hideout, they're tied to that spirit. Even a seemingly ordinary marker like this can be a clue. Fine, do what you want. Investigating spirits sure is troublesome work, eh? You even have to pick up things like this. Yep. Haha, I have obtained the red marker. Alright, what does it say? Upon close inspection, I noticed that there are traces of something scribbled on the wall. I should be able to make out some of it. Disgusting. Annoying. Just die already. While I can't read the name, someone's obviously been bad-mouthing pretty harshly. Pardonnez-moi. Ow. Just then the toilet suddenly flushes. Say, has the toilet here been acting weird too? No, I've not heard any such reports. You probably just accidentally touched the lever. What? While the water was flowing, I heard a voice. The voice of a girl saying, "Give it back." And it felt like I had energy drained from my body. I don't think I just imagined that. Did the spirit just contact me? Spirit and damage. Various mishaps may harm characters mentally and physically during investigations or battle. Bilicium and his party members can take spirit damage during these times. If you run out of spirit, the investigation will come to an end, or worse, You'll die. Keep an eye on how much spirit you have and make sure not to let it reach 0. Understood. Interesting. Oh, I'm liking this a lot. Don't you think we've investigated enough here? I feel really uncomfortable. Let's leave. Toilet cleaning equipment is stored inside here. The mops and brushes are neatly lined up. I better not mess with them. It was kind of weird that he blocked that off, though. He was like, don't you think we're done? Kind of like, weird. Oh, I can't move. Oh, aha. The sound of a piano reverberates through the building. I didn't hear anything. Must be your imagination. Where's the music room? It's right ahead. Sorry, I have to.
Koko.
Cocoa?
Koko.
Cocoa? The urinal appears to be clean with no visible stains. It's really clean. Yeah, I noticed that.
これは
The toilet bowl is spotless. Korewa. Korewa. Interesting. I feel weird just checking out the girls' restroom, honestly. Also, could you imagine if this was the sounds that you heard whenever you went into like a public bathroom? I would never use the restroom in public, ever. The toilet bowl is spotless. It is... Now that we've checked all the toilet bowls, did you manage to gain any useful information, Bilicium? Yeah, there's clearly only one toilet that's an issue. Wait, why are you... No. There we go.
よし
Yoosh! This is the cleaning cupboard with mops and brushes tucked away inside. Alright. I don't want to go up the stairs, I don't believe. Music room. I enter the music room and scan the place. However, no one is here. See? Nobody's here. You really are just imagining things. There's no possible way you heard the piano. We finally reached a logical conclusion. Ha ha. His triumphant voice echoes off the walls of the empty room. Is there really no one here? Better check the place out to be sure.
これは
There are portraits of famous musicians on the wall, some smiling, some frowning. Their eyes won't move no matter how long you stare at them. I don't know that that's true.
これは
There's a black grand piano. Did this thing really make a sound just now? Let's take a closer look. Detailed investigations. When inspecting an investigation point, you may be able to conduct a detailed investigation. Doing so will allow you to inspect it more thoroughly and use items. There are times when you can even use special actions. Alright, well, we're going to just start with inspect. A vintage piano fitting for a school with such a long history. Its elegant appearance with the muted polish really makes it a centerpiece of this room. The lid is open. I should be able to play the piano then. What is flick? Well, let's see what items. Oh, red marker. Notice for pianists, we already know about. Red marker. Oil-based permanent ink marker that was lying beside the graffiti inside of the toilet stall. We're going to try flick. I reach my finger towards the piano keys. Ugh. look at that. Don't startle me like that, Bilicium. I thought my heart was going to stop. Ah, my word. Sorry about that. It isn't just the headmaster. I'm feeling ill after playing the piano as well. Suddenly, a portrait falls at the other end of the room. It's too much to be a coincidence. It may be a spiritual phenomenon. I should examine further.
Yoshi.
Okay, that's all it's gonna say. Let's see.
これは
The portrait hanging on the wall has fallen. And it was right after I played the piano. What an unusual timing. If it's not a coincidence, what's going on here?
これは
There's a poster on the floor. It must have come unglued from the nearby bulletin board. Curious, I pick it up. Attention brass band club members. Notice of change of lead. We'd like to inform you that the pianist from the recital of our school song at the upcoming ceremony has been changed. Previous, Hanako Akai, B2. New, Toshihiko Izumi, 2C. So Hanako Ikai is the one who died. And the new one, Toshihiko Izumi, 2C, is Izumi, the one that's missing. Poster from music room. This isn't good. If the departed's notice is real, then Izumi may be the target. Slow down, Bilicium. You have some rationale for that claim, correct? What are you basing that assertion upon? Izumi is in the brass band club. Izumi is a sophomore. Izumi is a pianist. It's written in the notice. They'll kill the pianist. And Izumi is a pianist. That's just a coincidence. The departed doesn't exist. Izumi, a pianist, has been worried about the departed, and now he's disappeared the same day that the notice arrived. Do you really think this is all coincidence? The headmaster abruptly starts coughing. His face is drenched in sweat. He's so pale, he looks like he could collapse at any moment. Are you all right? Far from it. I can barely breathe, and my heart is racing. Forget brandy. I just want to drink some water and calm down. Sorry, but can you let me rest in the infirmary for a spell? The infirmary is in the special building. Guess we better go there. Item details. You can check the description of an item by selecting item from the menu screen. Try to read the description of any item that has the word details on it. It's locked. The door won't open. Okay, I had to make sure before I tried to take him to the infirmary. That's it. That's the end. I don't know where the infirmary is. I don't imagine it'd be on the second floor. It doesn't give me the option to go out the building, so I'm assuming it's all the way to the left. This walking seems mighty slow. Perhaps we should run. Guy's having heart problems. I'm making him run. I feel a little bad. We leave the new building and go back to the special building. Once there, we head to the infirmary. The infirmary looks the same as one you'd find at any school. It's a great place to get a drink of water and lie down for a break. Let's talk to the headmaster in a bit. I want to record my progress first. Infirmary. Your spirit will automatically recover when you go back to the infirmary. You can obtain a lot of information by conversing with others. Don't forget to save the game using save when you're ready to stop playing. Interesting. So yeah, let's talk. Finally, break time. Sorry for troubling you. What do you want to ask? Let's just chat. Oh my, I'm absolutely shattered right now. Who would have thought I'd need to deal with this sort of thing as soon after I was appointed? When did you get here? Just a few days ago. I was supposed to be installed here next year, but it happened earlier on account of the previous headmaster's collapse. Let's talk about Izumi. I wonder where Izumi is. Based on Doryu's statement, I doubt he's in a special building or the new building. Is there anywhere else? Let's see, the old building, I suppose. That place is basically abandoned, though. Nobody'd have any reason to sneak in there at night. Is it locked? At night, yes. During the day, it's open because it's been repurposed as a storeroom. Though, if it were my choice to make, I'd rather keep it locked during daytime as well, given recent events. Oops. He pauses, looking like he's accidentally let something slip. What happened in the old building? No comment. It doesn't have anything to do with this. Can you please just pay that no mind? It's a sensitive topic. Haniko. That's the spirit referred to in the notice, right? I don't believe such a being exists in my school. Assuming the rumors are true, Hanihiko must refer to the tale of Hanakiko of the toilet. And if you believe what that notice says, I have a feeling that Hanahiko is being used by the departed to attack the students. And this whole thing is getting beyond absurd. A spirit is making another spirit attack people? Are we in a fantasy world or something? Haha. The departed. I've told you all I know. I want to put an end to this whole the departed situation as soon as possible. Many students overreact to spiritual nonsense, rumors of the supernatural with no basis in reality. You talking about Doryu? She's one of them, better than others though. Some even skip class because they believe they may be targeted. I want to clear this rubbish from their minds so they can focus on their schoolwork. All right, let's stop talking. Let's get going. I'm worried about Izumi. Where should we explore next, Bilicium? You're not going to save the old building, are you? That's exactly what I'm going to say, actually. Where else would you suggest? Oh, come on. It's locked. There's no way Izumi's in there. There's no point in going there. I don't intend to snoop, but I need to be sure he's not in there. You're one stubborn fellow. Fine. This amateur shall yield to the opinion of the expert. Where do we go from here? The door in front of the music room leads to the corridor. Just go straight from there and you'll reach the old building. Ah, that room that was locked. I see. All right. We are going to save. Oh, I love the look of this. Now saving. All right, let's go back out there. By the way, Bilicium. Yeah? Do you have any weapons? Weapons? If we're dealing with spirits here, you must have some kind of talisman or holy water, right? Exorcists usually carry those sorts of things. but I'm not an exorcist, so I don't have them. What an unreliable man. Fine, I'll give you this. The headmaster pulls out a small knife from a leather sheath. It's an antique silver knife with peonies decorating the grip. It looks like a valuable antique, though the blade is thin and doesn't seem like it'd be all that useful in a fight. My grandfather founded this school, and this knife is part of his collection. I heard it's supposed to be a talisman. Who knows? Maybe it'll work against spirits. You're pretty well prepared for someone who doesn't believe in the supernatural. That's just my personality. I don't believe, but there's no harm in being prepared just in case. Please take it with you. Ho ho! I have obtained Kono's knife. Treat it with care, all right? It's a memento I received from my grandfather. All right, I'll do my best. But actually... items. Oh, it says the same thing. Okay. I don't know if I should be running. You know what I mean? I'm a bit like, if I run, then I might miss something. Oh, that's a connecting corridor. That one didn't exist before. All right, music room. I do believe this is the door that he meant. It's locked, the door won't open. No, maybe this isn't. Maybe it's a connecting corridor that he means. I see. I see, I see. Oh, that was a noise. That was a noise and a half. This should be the corridor that connects the two buildings. The surrounding area is shrouded in darkness. I can't see clearly. There are no lights in either this corridor nor the old building due to the electrical issues. I procrastinated on getting them fixed because it wasn't causing any harm, but I regret that now. He shrugs. This investigation will rely heavily on your flashlight. Fair enough. From the corridor, there is a path that leads outside. The back path leads to a sports field and clock tower, and the front path connects to the courtyard. It's a very nice school. Someone is standing at the end of the corridor. Fuck! Shit! My head is killing me! Standing there is a male student. He holds his head in pain while spitting curses. Are you Azumi? He responds and turns to us. Then he nods. Are you all right? Shall we take you to the infirmary? Just leave me alone! He groans painfully before sinking into silence. Looks like he finds it hard to even speak. But I can't leave him alone. What should I do? Press him for details. Tell him about Doryu. Ask him about the departed. We're gonna press for details. What happened? What are you doing at school at a time like of night? Tell him about Doryu. The student council president, Doryu, is looking for you. She's really worried. Ask him about the departed. Apparently you told Doryu the departed is calling you. You just say the departed? Yeah, I know about them. He lets out a disturbing laugh, his squeaky voice now sounding remotely normal. You see, the departed is hiding out in our school. Find the one. They've disguised themselves as human, and you can't even tell they're not human. Enough with the jokes. They're nothing but ridiculous rumors. It's true. You know why I think so? Because I know the departed is... He knows who the departed is. What? Who the hell is it? But it's too late now. I messed up. The departed hates me. I keep hearing a voice saying, die, 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 in my head. Get a grip, Izumi. Why do I have to suffer like this? Shit. Fuck! Izumi is deeply perturbed. Our voices aren't getting through to him. Please calm down. We need your cooperation so we can help you. Shut up! Shut up! Shut the hell up! I've got no fucking time for this! I don't want to die! I'm gonna go to the music room and kill the Hariko Beach myself! Izumi turns and runs back toward the old building. Izumi! Izumi! Come back! By the music room. Does he mean the music room and the old building? Hold on, there's a music room there? Mm-hmm. It's not used anymore, though. I glance down at the general area where Izumi was standing, and something catches my eye. It looks like a knuckle duster. I didn't see this in his hand earlier, though. Did it fall out of his pocket? Maybe he brought it for self-defense since he's frightened by the departed. Why don't you keep it, Bilicium? Sure, just in case. I obtained a knuckle duster. A fist weapon that Izumi dropped when he was agitated, also known as brass knuckles. Alright. Nothing new, got it. Picking up a lot of weapons. The door to the old building is unlocked. Why is this door open? It should have been locked in the evening. Who cares about that right now? Let's go inside. Yeah, for real. We got a student that's going mad. While the structure is quite similar to the new building, it gives off an entirely different vibe. The wall is ridden with mold and dust. Cobwebs are strung up here and there. Forget about clean. This place isn't even ventilated. God, this place is so muggy. Let's leave the door open after you, Bilicium. I extend my hand toward the door. But it's locked. That's weird. Why won't it open? It can't be. We're locked inside. The door won't budge no matter how many times I try to open it. What in the world is happening? Are we trapped in here? What happened? Bilicium? I'm not sure, but I can just kick the door down if push comes to shove. Find Izumi is our priority for now. You have a point. The location of the rooms are the same in both the new and old buildings. That means the music room is right beside us. There we go. The old building's music room is just ahead. I hear a voice coming from inside when I walk toward the door. Stay away from me. Stop right there. Somebody help. Help. Hey, Bilicium? Let's go. My hand. Immediately upon opening the door, we greeted by a grisly sight. Filthy water shooting from rubber hoses has severed Izumi's left hand. The rubber hose is undulating in the air as if gravity holds no power over it. The filthy water issued forth from the hose is lashing out with menace like a whip cracking through the air. There's no way a normal hose could contain a jet of water strong enough to dismember someone. It just doesn't make any sense. Yet that's precisely what my eyes are telling me is happening. I don't have time to debate the plausibility of this scene. Just gotta accept it. Just accept this impossible phenomenon is real and caused by a haunting. Both the water and hose begin to coil up, growling, taunting with tension. Are they ready to hit him again? What are you doing? Izumi, run! Izumi turns around when I yell at him. The water's next strike narrowly misses him. A frantic Izumi rushes past me out of the music room. The hose disappears into the darkness as if it was pursuing him. What? What the hell was that? I don't know myself. Let's just save that for later. Now we have a dismembered child. Why do I hear a sound of dripping water? Why is there water in the music room? The hoses are wrapped around the headmaster's neck as if they're trying to lift him up. This cannot be. Descending from the dark ceiling, hoses have snagged the headmaster by his neck. They're coiled like snakes with murderous intent. If this keeps up, his life is in jeopardy. I need to get rid of those hoses immediately. Suspensive acts. A suspensive act will occur when encountering a special situation. By making the appropriate decision, you can drastically alter the outcome of a situation. Think of it as a moment of truth. Act 1. There must be a tool I can use inside my bag. What can I do about the hose constructing the headmaster's neck? We need to do something real quick. But should I do it or... Choose a character. During a suspensive act, you must first choose who is going to perform the action. Think carefully before making your decision. I believe I'm going to...
Yosh.
Oh! Oh no, I didn't mean to push the button. Oh, it's not knuckle dusters, it's the knife. What do I do next? I can use the item in this situation like... Choose an item? Choose the most appropriate item among the list of things Bilicium comes up with. Oh, maybe I did pick Bilicium. I thought I picked knuckle dusters. I was freaking out. What do I do with this item then? I've got to choose the most appropriate action in order to have an outcome I want. Pry the gap between the hose, cut the hose. Oh, it gives me a success rate and a cost. It's 84% success if I cut the hose and it costs 3, but it's 78 if I pry the gap between the hose and it's 2. Choosing the most appropriate action from the list. Your character needs to have enough spirit to execute the action. Each action has a different execution rate. This will be explained in detail later. First, choose the action you want to do. I guess I want 84% success. Deciding movement is okay. Yeah. Alright, here I go. I doubt anyone would be able to keep their cool in this situation. Panicking, feeling pressure, those kinds of things can increase the chance of failure. Execution, rate, and failure. During suspensive acts, not every action is doable. Each action has an execution rate that is based on the person's performing the action. Your execution rate must be high enough for you to successfully perform the action. Now let us try to execute this action.
これでどうだ
Okay, so it's down to 27. Using the knife, I try to cut the hose, lifting the headmaster. Oh my god, success, failure. Success! I cut the hose bit by bit. I think I can do it. The hose gradually rips apart. It finally breaks apart with a loud crack. I hurriedly severed the other hoses. The moment I finish cutting the last hose, my knife snaps. Los Kono's knife. You're alive! Somehow, I've survived. The headmaster has been freed from the hose's binding. Looks like this is the right choice. Corrected incorrect actions. The actions you execute just now was correct. During a suspensive act, you need to successfully execute the correct action. In situations where you succeed at performing an action, you'll still fail to get your desired result. You should pick another option. You can also fail when you choose the wrong character. Try to choose the right person at the right action. Oh, far more complicated. Survived. I love the upside down. You've successfully broken through the tension of the suspensive act. In summary, you'll want to look for two main things when trying to get your desired outcome in a suspensive act. First, choose an action with high execution rate. Second, choose the correct action. There are also times when suspensive acts will be a multi-part event. I can't believe I nearly hanged myself when we're not even in financial trouble. Hey, that'd bring bad luck. I'm glad you weren't injured. My luck has always been good. Let's chase after Izumi now. He is, after all, missing an arm. There's blood everywhere. Bilicium! Look at the floor. There is a trail of blood. Yeah, it looks like it goes out the door. Given the amount, this has to be Izumi's blood. The trail leads to the entrance of the old building where there's a big puddle of blood. The door looks like it's been painted with red. Blood smeared all over the handle and windows. Izumi tried to run outside, except the door was locked. Is it still locked now? Putting some strength into the door, I attempt to push it open. Unlike the previous time, the door opens without any resistance at all. There's no trace of blood to be seen outside. Izumi's still in the building. Judging by the amount of blood, Izumi is probably... One question though, Bilicium. Where is he? No idea, but we should find him if we follow the trail. I turn my eyes down the corridor. Fresh, glistening blood extends deep into the darkness. I mean, that's a description, right? Well, he didn't go up the stairs, that's good. And he didn't go in the bathroom. But he did go in that bathroom.
Yoshi.
There's a writing on that. The word annoying is written in red in the mirror. Who are they referring to? This doesn't look like blood. Interesting. I know where he is. It's not that I don't. I just kind of wanted to check out all the female restrooms again. The toilet bowl is dirty. It's obvious that it hasn't been cleaned in quite a while. This place is so dirty. Obviously it hasn't been used in a long time. Yeah. Look at that. Interesting. I find a pale pink handkerchief on the ground. It's an elegant, expensive-looking item. The initials NH are embroidered on the edge. There's some ink on the cloth. A faint, irritating odor is coming from it. Smells like acid detergent. I'm guessing it's toilet cleaner. Did they try to erase the writing over there? Obtain dirty handkerchief. There's a scribble on the wall. You suck at piano. Stop showing off. Don't play at the school song. There's a name written on it, but it's so faint it's unreadable. This is obvious slander, just like the stuff we found in the new building. I wonder who they're bullying. Speaking of piano, Izumi is a pianist. Does this have anything to do with him? It leads to the toilet stall. Are you there, Izumi? There's no response. I think he's already... It's not locked, should I? Yeah, he might be dead. The headmaster doesn't reply. Instead, he nods wearily, a dazed look on his face. Gripping the handle, I slowly push the door open. The blood leads inside this stall, yet there's no sign of Izumi. How can this be? This is absurd. The headmaster's plaintive query goes unanswered. I totally understand his feelings. However, no amount of whining will make the situation make sense. Let's examine this restroom. The toilet bowl is dirty. Okay. Okay. I find a fresh blood stain. It's probably Izumi, since he was just attacked by hoses. If he lost that amount of blood, I doubt he's still alive. Is that everything? All of a sudden, a shrill scream pierces the night. What was that? It came from the hallway. Okay, but first, there's something we need to check before we can continue. The scream from outside the restroom. Oh gosh, darn it all. What was that sound? I hear something creaking from the hallway near the classrooms. A female voice. A hollow moan so faint it could disappear at any moment. All right, let's go. Wait. It was that girl, Himiko Doryu. The sight before me was beyond comprehension in otherworldly scene. A girl drenched in sewage water is suspended by a bunch of rubber hoses. Filthy water and rubber hoses, just like the assault on Izumi. Countless hoses swaying in the air. They look like venomous snakes arching their necks into sickles, intimidatingly their prey. Pained groans emerge from her lips. Damn, I have to hurry and save her. I extend my hand toward the hoses, trying to grab her. And at that moment, the hoses just disappear. She drops down onto the floor limply. But it's not just the hoses that have vanished. The yellow water that drenched her body and stained her blouse is completely gone too. No traces remain, as if the entire scene was just witnessed was nothing but an illusion. Hey, are you all right? Doryu doesn't respond. She's fainted. What on earth just happened? No time to question anything. Let's get her to the infirmary. I carry Doryu on my back and pick up her blazer from the floor. We hurry to the infirmary. Once there, we lay her down on the bed. Though she's unconscious, her breathing is steady. She should be fine now. Let's continue our investigation. We haven't found Izumi yet. Mr. Kono? Huh? Apologies. My mind is a bit fuzzy after all those bizarre happenings, one after another. You can just wait here if it's too much for you. No, I cannot. I must protect this school or else I'm going to bring shame upon my grandfather. He smiles weakly. It's obvious that he's forcing it. He's propped up his resolve with this sense of responsibility to his grandfather, the founder of the school. Fine. All right. Let's head out to the old building. And actually with that, guys, we are going to save and end the episode here. We're about an hour and a half in, so I think this is a good place to just stop and we'll be able to pick up in the next episode. But, yeah, we're here, we're doing it. This game looks so good. The voice acting is so good. Is it well worth the wait? I'm gonna reserve that statement for when we finish the game. But my initial first feelings in stepping into this game is, wow, they came back with the expectation of making a sequel to Deathmark, but they did it in a bigger way. Is it a better way? Again, I'm going to reserve my judgment till the end, but I'm really impressed with what I just walked into. I think that this was really, really cool, fun, new experience. It wasn't Deathmark. But it still has a lot of Deathmark vibes to it. It's not NG. It definitely feels very much closer to the Deathmark sort of vibing, but it's also really its own thing. So I'm initially getting the sense of they wanted to make something that if you've never played the first game, you could play this game and it's not really affecting you too much. Is it going to stay that way? I don't know, because they did hint at the first game. So we'll see if there aren't links to the first Deathmark more as we get in, or if it was really just a springboard for them to tell a fresh story. I'm so excited to see where this is going and to play more of this game. And if you guys enjoyed this, please let me know, because I would love to hear your guys' feedback. Is this cool? Is it interesting? Do you like the difference between Deathmark 1 to Deathmark 2? You know, do you feel like they really adapted to a new gameplay style, or do you feel like there's something lacking? Let me know in the comments, and if you like this video, please hit the like button. It helps me oh so very much. If you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel. I really am trying hard to get to a place where I have enough subscribers where I can do this more frequently. Right now, it's just a side hobby, and you know, I can't really invest too much into it, but the more subscribers I have, the more opportunities open up for me to be able to do more with this channel. And really, I'd like to, because it has been such a fantastic journey for me, and the people I have met and the things I've been able to do really have inspired me to want to grow and continue. So that's going to do it for this episode. I do hope that you all enjoyed, and I hope that you will join me in the next Deathmark 2. But until then, and as always, do take care, everyone.